Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Please hit that like and subscribe button and let's get right into today's video. So starting right into it, I am just getting these extra long tapered full covered nail tips from 𝐞𝐥𝐻 and I am measuring out my sizes. I mean, I'm not like measuring out sizes for my actual self. I am just measuring out sizes I want to use for today's video. So I am going with the extra small preset nail sizes. So if you know anything about press-ons, those are the sizes that I am using for today's video. And those sizes are 3, 6, 5, 7, 9. And then getting right into trimming them down, I am just very quickly taking off just like the number off the pinky because I do want these nails to be a little bit long. And then I will be measuring those against the rest of them and measuring them out, cutting them down all equally. And how I like to measure them equally is after I'm done trimming one, I like to place it underneath the next one and then trim it down from there, so like I am doing here. And I feel like this just helps get a nice even length for all the nails. And then once I am done trimming down all the nails, I am going ahead and applying them to my nail tip stand. I did get this stand off of Amazon. I will try to remember to leave down below in the description box all the products I use in every single video. Sometimes I forget. I wish I could create an Amazon storefront because I feel like that would be so much easier for everybody who's interested in my products that I use in the videos, because I mainly get everything off of Amazon. So one day I will try to figure out how to create an Amazon storefront. But now getting it back to the video, I am just taking my buffer and buffing off the shine from all the nail tips. Like I mentioned in all my videos, this step isn't necessary. I just feel like giving the nail tips a nice surface like this, like etching them and everything like that, gives the acrylic something to adhere to properly without it risking like lifting off the nail tip. For today's acrylic powders, I will be using Strawberry Mochi, You're a Mean One, and these are all from BombNailz. I recently just got this one right here along with this next one in the small mystery box, and this one right here is called Holly. It's a very beautiful glitter acrylic with some snowflake pieces in it. And then of course I will be using some clear acrylic to encapsulate everything. So I was so mad. I thought I pressed record when I was doing the application for this middle nail here, but I looked up on my phone and saw that it was not recording until I was pretty much completely done with this nail. So I did just do a full cover nail of that Strawberry Mochi on that middle nail, and then here for the ring nail and the index nail I will be doing a glitter ombre. So I am taking the Holly glitter acrylic powder and placing it right at the top portion of the nail, so that way it's up there when I am doing my ombre. And I'm trying to not have as many snowflakes on the nails because I don't want it to take away from everything, but I am leaving a couple on there. And then I am just going ahead and setting it back on the nail stand while I move on to the other nail. I just feel like jumping right in and doing the ombre with the nude acrylic powder would just mess everything up and have everything slide around. So I feel like me giving it a little bit of time to kind of set before I do that will help tremendously. And then again, I am doing the same exact thing on the index nail. So again, applying that Holly glitter acrylic powder from BombNailz at the top portion of the nail tip, and then setting that back on my nail tip stand while I go back to the ring nail and do the ombre. So for the bottom portion of the ombre, I am just taking the same Strawberry Mochi color and ombreing it with the glitter acrylic powder. I absolutely love this color. Like any type of like pinky pink type of nudes, I absolutely love those. I also like certain type of like natural nudes, if that makes sense, but I'm not really big into like darker nudes or anything like that. But this Strawberry Mochi cover acrylic powder is definitely one of my favorites from BombNailz. So if you have not tried her products, I highly recommend it. She does have amazing products as well. And even though I have my own brand, I love supporting other businesses as well. And this would probably be my top favorite brand after my own. So I am going to go ahead and let you guys watch the rest of the application on this index nail, and then I'll come back in once it's time to explain the next step. So I am just jumping straight into encapsulating these two nails here using the clear acrylic from KAIROSE Nail Supply. I am just doing this to kind of protect all the glitter pieces and of course the ombre, so that way when I go in and file, I am not filing anything away. But honestly, I could have waited till the end of the acrylic application to do this, because once I am done doing the other two nails, I do end up encapsulating those as well. So if you want to just do everything all at once, you can definitely just wait until you are done with the other two nails, like the base of all the nails, and then encapsulate everything all together, or you can just do like I am in this video and just encapsulate right away. So getting into the rest of the acrylic application, I am taking the glitter acrylic You're a Mean One, which is a very beautiful deep green acrylic powder with some nice glitter pieces in it. And this glitter is super fine, so you don't absolutely need to encapsulate it at the end. I just feel like when I am using a very pigmented colored acrylic, I love to encapsulate it so it protects the colorness and it doesn't kind of remove any type of like pigment, if that makes sense. So that is kind of why I do encapsulate very pigmented acrylic powders like this. But like I said, you absolutely don't have to, especially with this one, with it having some very nice fine glitter pieces in it. You don't absolutely need to encapsulate these. So I will be applying this green acrylic powder to the pinky nail and the thumbnail. So I will go ahead and just let you guys watch the rest of the acrylic application play out, and I'll come back in once it's time to shape and file. So these are what the nails are looking like after they're completely dried. So to do my filing, when I am doing press-ons, mainly acrylic press-ons, I do love to use my hand file. So I am just using a 100 grit hand file that I did get off of Amazon. And I like to shape up the sidewalls first to make sure everything is straight. And then I do like to work it over the entire surface of the nail to smooth that out. And you can tell sort of by me filing the nails, you can see where hasn't been filed and where needs to be filed, if that makes sense, or like where hasn't been filed and where has been filed. So after I'm done filing over the entire surface, I do like to file the free edge and kind of make sure it has a slight C curve to it, if that makes sense, just because I feel like that's just a perfect shape for any type of square nails. And then I will be doing the same exact process across the rest of the nails. Once I am done with my hand file, I do like to quickly go in with my e-file using a fine 501 drill bit, and I do have my drill at the speed of 10,000 RPMs when doing this step. I do just like to kind of thin out the free edge a little bit because it does get a bit thick when I am filing that using my hand file. And then I do like to go back in very quickly with my hand file just to make sure everything is nice and straight. So these are what the nails are looking like after they've been shaped and filed. I did go ahead and buff the nails and clean them off camera. So for today's video, I will just be using these rhinestones, and I did go ahead and do my little rhinestone placement off camera just so that way I can kind of get an idea of how I want the rhinestones to be on the nails. So every single nail that I have on the nail set will have some sort of rhinestone type of design on the nails. So getting into the index nail and the ring nail, I will be doing the same exact rhinestone placement where it's kind of like a stacked rhinestone thing, if that makes sense. I don't really know exactly how to describe it, but I do use like the circular pieces of the rhinestones, and I do like to stack them on each other, kind of going from biggest to smallest. And then before I do my flash cure, I do like to take this brush with a little bit of alcohol to kind of wipe away all that excess, and then I do take my LED flash cure light and kind of flash cure that in place while I work on the other nail. I'm not really like good at doing rhinestone placements, if that makes sense. I've seen tons of videos on how to do like cute different rhinestone placements, but I like to kind of freestyle everything in my head. That is why I like to do it off camera and kind of place out my tile here, so that way I can see if it actually looks good before I place everything on the nail, and then come to find out it's not looking good at all. So if you're trying to get into doing rhinestones on all the nails, I highly recommend doing that. Just kind of practicing off camera and then placing your rhinestones on exactly like how you want them to look on the nail. Even if you're doing a client, I highly recommend doing this so that way you can kind of get it done quicker, because as you can see, I'm not having to scramble in through the box to kind of get any of the rhinestones I need. I have everything right here in front of me, and it's just quick and easy to grab. So for the middle nail, I am just doing a full like center type of rhinestone placement, if that kind of makes sense. Just applying some of these rhinestones here. These are some plastic AB rhinestones that I did get off at Amazon, so if you're interested in this specific type of rhinestone kit, I will try to remember to leave it linked down below as well. And also to adhere the rhinestones, I am just using my Model 1's rhinestone glue that I believe you can get off Amazon as well. So for the pinky nail and the thumbnail, I am doing the rhinestone placements the exact same. So I will go ahead and just let you watch the rest of the rhinestone placement kind of play out. Once I am done flash curing in between each of the nails, I do go ahead and put the entire set in the light for a full 60 seconds to make sure everything is fully cured before moving on. Now very quickly before I get into top coating, I am just taking the 70% isopropyl alcohol with a lint-free wipe and kind of wiping away all the like wax from the wax pen off the rhinestones. I know typically people only do this if like the rhinestones are real, I believe, and I know these are just plastic, but I feel like doing this and I feel like it kind of helped the end results a bit. So if you're wanting to try this, I would recommend only using the 70% isopropyl alcohol, because the 90% does leave kind of like a white cast on it. So now these are what the nails are looking like once everything is completely done. So to top coat, I will be using the Big Boy Shiny Top Coat from BombNailz. I did receive this in the small mystery box like I mentioned. I don't think she's bringing them back until next year, but I do highly recommend purchasing this top coat if you're wanting a super big one that does last you a while. If you are interested though in our KAIROSE Nail Supply top coat, we did recently launch some top coat refills. So like I said, if you're interested in that, I always have the links down below in the description box. And if you use code YouTube, it does always save you 20% on your purchases. I will also try to remember to leave the link down below for all the BombNailz products that I did use in today's video. I am not an ambassador or anything like that, so I don't earn any type of commission by telling you guys about these products. I just generally like them, and I feel like you guys would too if you're like a beginner or anything like that, or looking for more variety. I do highly recommend checking out her shop and purchasing anything. If you are interested though in using any type of ambassador code for BombNailz, I always use Nails by Key, her BA code, which is Key15. I also believe that Gabby does leave her brand ambassador codes in the description box of her videos as well, so go ahead and check out her videos in the description box if you're interested in using any other ambassador code as well. But once I am done top coating all of the nails, I do go ahead and put them in the light for a full 60 seconds to make sure everything is nice and fully cured. Comment down below what type of Christmas nail designs you want to see next on my channel. But that is pretty much the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.